Welcome to the Shield Football Talk. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today, I got the whole crew in the building. We got that boy Jay, we got that boy DC, got Steve in the back running things like normal. Guys, what's up, man? This is season 3, man. We're back. Football season's here. Just had a Hall of Fame game. Had some new Hall of Famers into the Hall of Fame. I'm excited about that, especially for one of my own very first Texan ever, Andre Johnson, number 80, wide receiver from the University of Miami, and one of the greats from Miami as the city as well, man. So I'm excited about that. That was an special thing to see right there. First Texan ever, man. So I'm excited about that. He gave a great speech. Fun fact right here. He had the shortest speech of all the Hall of Famers that day.
Man of little words.
Yeah, man of little words, but big action, man.
Right.
So yeah, he was the last one to give it out. I'm pretty sure they gave that to because he was the first Texan, and a bunch of fans showed up for that one, man. I wish I was there to see that in person, man. But maybe next time when JJ is up there, maybe I can make that trip to Canton one day, man. But yeah, guys. So how do y'all feel about the Hall of Fame weekend event, DC?
Yep. First off, congratulations to all the guys, man. And I watched a little bit off and on, but I don't never really sit and watch the whole thing. But with Andre going in there, man, like I say, a man of few words, and he didn't need to say much because he always showed up on the field. He's a guy that left everything between the white lines. And once again, congratulations to Andre, man, and all the other guys.
Yeah, David Hester.
Yeah.
Julius Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who else made it?
You got Peppers. You
The
got
linebacker from the 49ers.
Freeney.
Freeney,
You
yeah.
got Patrick Willis.
Patrick Willis, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then everybody else was like
Steve
old time.
Michael.
David Michael, yeah.
Yeah. Jerron. So what was your thoughts on the Hall of Fame weekend, man?
Starting out with the Hall of Fame inductees, it was cool to see, especially like Dwight, Julius Peppers. I saw them cats, and they still look like they can get a couple reps in.
man.
Andre too could.
Be a tight end.
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah.
The speeches, I really didn't.
Yeah.
I never really go in for the speeches. Mostly it's for the game. If we want to go to the game, I watched a pretty good amount. Just excited to have football back.
Yeah.
First thing I want to ask y'all about the game, the Texans jerseys, the new unveiling of the white jerseys for the Texans. Fredo,
Yeah.
Texans fan.
Yep.
I know we've discussed it, but you actually saw him in action.
Yeah.
You actually saw him on players.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of the jersey?
I like them. I like them a lot. Now, y'all know how I feel about jerseys. Like I won't ever buy me another jersey again. But overall, you know, it just I know that's a new look right there. It's still fresh, man. I like it. But to me, my favorite ones are the blue ones, the home blue ones, not the alternative blue ones, but the home blue ones. That's my favorite one out of all of them. But that one right there, that's your road jersey right there, and I liked it.
Right.
I like it. I can't wait to see that jersey all white. To be honest with you, can't wait to see that one. DC, how about you, man? Did you like it?
The jersey, it looked good.
Yeah.
But it still screamed Atlanta Falcons to me for some reason. I don't know why I was thinking of the Falcons. It looked almost black. The
Yeah.
blue was so it looked almost black. So,
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, man, that's damn near like the Falcons jersey. But
Yeah.
I like the jersey, the look and everything.
Yeah.
But it's just, I was thinking of the Atlanta Falcons when I was looking at it because it was so dark.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, like that's more like a navy blue right there. Yeah.
It's not even a navy. It looked on par with the Chicago Bears.
Yes.
blue.
Yeah, it kind of yeah.
So my dad, he was like, why they make the blue so black?
Yeah.
Basically, they look like the Houston Bear Falcons.
Houston Bear Falcons. Jesus.
I hate the stripe, the horn on the side, but everything else looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get over seeing. I think I was looking at the tight end. He had his hand in the ground, and it just had that stupid. I didn't get that. But other than that,
So you don't like the horny of it?
no, I don't like the horniness of it. but the everything else looked pretty good. Going on to the game, the performers in the game. I don't have stats, none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people who stood out. Did anybody stand out? Of course, not everybody.
Yeah.
Played. We know this is preseason.
Yeah.
These aren't for. Actually, people are betting on preseason, which is sick.
Yeah.
Like if you,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got problems.
Is Prize Picks doing preseason?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I'm not too sure about that.
But
if you betting on Price Picks,
You are sick.
You got issues, man. Like you need some help. you got to call that 1-800
I must
number.
be sick because I won money on it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't.
An underdog. Yeah. Oh yeah.
you really?
Oh,
Pick 'em,
man.
yes.
So-
yeah.
so-
That's some of the easiest I've had all year long. You just take the unders because you know people are
Oh man.
they go
Man.
and then once the game stopped, they just canceled that part of your bet out. So
Okay.
they still paid you.
Man.
Yeah. yeah.
There we go.
But
Hey,
the person
preseason, let's
the
do
person
it.
the guy that stood out to me was the receiver from the Bears, Colin Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
yeah.
remember watching him at Texas. I'm thinking, man, he's gonna be good in the league. I think the Giants ended up drafting him,
Yeah.
but he just never could come out there. So I think they found him some. Of course, like you say, it is preseason.
Yeah.
But I think they done found him a fourth or fifth receiver to go along because the kid's 6'6".
Mhm.
So that's one thing you can't teach
Yeah.
to go along with the receiving core in Chicago. But yeah, that's the guy that stood out to me. But to be honest, I thought the Texans were going. I thought it wasn't going to be close. I really didn't. I was like, because the Texans are playing quarterbacks who got a lot of experience.
Mm.
So I figured
Yeah.
the two Texans backup quarterbacks would come out there and just run right through them, and they threw touchdowns. But
Yeah.
I figured it'd been a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
But so for me, I do Rippin.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Rippin, I believe. I remember him coming out of Boise. Boise State. I thought he was going to be pretty good, but he was very decisive. He carved them up. All his passes could have went for either long gains or touchdowns.
Yes.
I was surprised. I like Badgett. He played last year.
Yes. Yes.
And he got him a win or two, and then he
He
got
did.
some losses. But Rippin looked like the one who should be quarterback too.
backup.
No, again, one game, one Hall of Fame game, but he did look good. Again, Colin Johnson also.
Yeah.
Is you like you said, you can't teach that height, and he was balling. So it's good to say he 3 receptions, 58 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You can't ask for more. I was interested in. I don't know if you saw the sideline with the Texans.
I was there.
But the dynamic with CJ, like he was very pumped up with his guys. So I'm looking for what CJ is gonna be this year. To be honest, it's
a lot of people are.
It's all
A lot of
fun
people
and
are.
games. Your first, you don't know. You just going at it. Now he's got the camera on him, and he's expected to be a certain type of quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He last year we were like, oh, young kid. Now with this offseason, we saw him in Tokyo.
Yep.
We saw him on podcasts. We saw him getting interviewed by everybody. He's famous now. We saw him with Amber Rose. Look, I want to see what he becomes year 2.
Yes. A lot of people are, Jerron. And he put the target on their back. He said it. He put the target on their back. And the schedule that they're going to play this year, you know, I hope he really is mentally that strong for the stuff that he's doing and the stuff that everybody. There's people that the odds say they're the best, one of the top 5 teams in the whole league. The odds, Vegas says that.
Yeah.
So now you have to go out there and live up to that with this brutal schedule coming up. But mentally, I hope he's tough enough because when you start doing this, you start chirping and people start expecting big things out of you. All of a sudden, it's so easy for people to say, "Told y'all to do was overrated." All it's gonna take is a few bad games, and you're gonna have that group of people like, "What was all the hype about C.J. Stroud for? What was all the hype?" And they're gonna play a tough schedule. So, and I think Vegas got them picked like 10 games or something like that.
Yeah, the over and under last time I saw was 10.5.
Yeah, so it should be good this year. Interesting to see, because like I say, they put the target on, so everybody's gunning for you now.
Yes. So, Fredo, your thoughts on what you kind of saw with what you've been seeing from training camp into the Hall of Fame game from CJ Stroud, Mr. CJ Stroud?
Man, first of all, I want to say life is good in Houston, man. Um, you know, I don't know, what's going on, man. Like this season for me has been different for me, man. Like I actually been very positive, man. You can say I'm a cloud nine right now. And don't get me wrong, man. I love everything that CJ is out there doing, and he's doing it. Yeah, he's talking it, but he's confidently saying, "As a hey, man, maybe that's something we need, something to lift up the spirit down in here in Houston. Help that the team is putting a target. Absolutely, man. But you know what? I'd rather take a confident quarterback than someone that just could be underspoken and just the way he took on the league last season was out of nowhere. Everybody was suspecting that from Bryce Young. The fact that he did it, man, like out of nowhere, nobody was expecting that. Yeah, that put an even bigger target. But I'm ready for it. I'm here. I'm ready for it. But overall, man, like I'm excited, man. So I'm gonna go to the game a little bit about that. I think Davis Mills looked pretty decent out there. He threw 13 for 10. He had 102 yards with 1 touchdown. Not bad. But the guy that I was very impressed by was a wide receiver, Xavier Hutchinson. Yes, he looked very nice, man. With 5 catches for 56 yards. Man, he looked good, very good, man.
And he was the number one go-to guy.
He was the number one.
You can see that with all the starters out,
Yeah,
he's the next man up, definitely. Like if anybody goes down, Hutchinson's going to be important for them.
Now, me saying that, I was kind of expecting. Now, I know this is still preseason, but I was kind of expecting John Mechie to step up. Yeah. But it's only game 1. We still got 3 more games. We got to give him time to hopefully he develops within this next 3 games. Because I tell you what, Hutchinson's about to take his spot right now.
That's what I was about to say. Mechie's the odd man out.
Yeah.
I can kind of call it now. If Dale stays healthy,
You got Dale.
Why do you need Mechie?
Yeah.
You got your route runner in Stephon Diggs. You got your spark plugs in Tank Dell, and you got your deep ball catcher, your big physical receiver, Nico Collins.
Yeah.
You got a little mixture of all of that in Xavier Hutchinson.
Yeah.
I really liked him coming out of Iowa State. He can run routes. He can get contested catches.
Yeah.
But so what is Mechie going to do?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
Yeah.
We didn't talk about our kickoff. What we thought about the kickoffs yet.
Yeah.
But can Mechie return kicks? Has he been doing that in training camp?
As right now that I know of, no. So far, because
special teams, my brother.
Because he, I want to say the day 1 of training camp, he didn't practice. I want to say that. So, but then again, who knows? Like, I know last year, he was diagnosed with leukemia.
Right.
So I don't know if they're trying to ease him in, or or maybe something behind the scenes.
Time left. That's the problem.
That's on. Yeah. So I really don't know. I don't want to misinform anybody right now. I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions what's happening. But overall, watch out for Xavier Hutchinson, man. Watch out.
Is Noah Brown still on the team?
Yes, he is. Yeah, Noah Brown still.
That's
and Robert Woods.
That's more mud in the water.
That's one more. That's 2 more people. Mechie.
Yeah.
Trade candidate.
Got to be.
Drop candidate.
Got to be.
My team, I would look at Mechie, if he was to be on the market.
Man, I think Mechie would be like a Brandon Cooks, right? Something like that.
Nah, under that, under
Right
Brandon
there,
Cooks. He was anywhere he go, he's gonna struggle to get on the field. But if there's a wide receiver needy team, I don't see why he can't help. Y'all just have so many people that y'all brought in.
Yeah.
It's kind of stacked. Even like Robert Woods, I would be kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
If I'm him. Noah Brown, I would be like, hey man, you see what I did for y'all last year?
Yeah.
And it is what it is. It's the NFL.
Yeah.
You anything else on that, or you want to go to the kickoff?
On the Texans, let me ask you this question: Cam Akers.
Okay.
Does Cam Akers make the roster with the Texans?
Yeah,
No.
No, he doesn't. No, we just doing him a favor just to
I'm
get
just
some
trying to see
film.
what they're gonna do with Damian Pierce. If
What? No,
is he gonna still be a part of it when it's all said and done, or what?
I mean, to be honest with you, if Cam Akers outperforms Damian Pierce, I don't think Damian Pierce is gonna be on the team.
They were talking him up on the broadcast.
Yeah.
That Troy and what's his name talked to the coaches, and they said that Damian Pierce has a role on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
The problem is the scheme doesn't really fit him.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
And Cam Akers kind of knows the scheme because
Cam Akers, right, with the Rams.
the Rams, yeah,
The
and
scheme
Minnesota,
doesn't-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So he's got. I just you can't believe in his Achilles. You can't
Right.
believe in
Yeah.
any of his tendons.
Scary
To
part.
to
Yeah.
to. But the one that would get me is the third running back. Who's the third?
Jordan?
No, third running back.
Ojanobi?
The kicker.
Darian. No,
He kicked the field goal, didn't he?
yeah,
But he's the one who Cam Akers would have to beat
Boomerang.
out.
I know you're
Yes.
talking about, yeah.
Bawale.
Gumba White, the
Yeah,
Ray,
something like-
the
yeah,
Ray,
anyway.
yeah, the Ray.
Akers would have to beat him out, and I like him
Yeah.
as a third running back. He made some cuts,
Yeah.
which was surprising after the Achilles, but I don't see he wasn't special.
Okay, what else you got for us, Jay?
The kickoff. What were your first glimpses, first thoughts, first ideas of what you saw from the kickoff? You go ahead.
It didn't seem like there was much to it. I've seen it in the X. I'm like, man, they need to dump this right now. I guess it's going to grow on me because I miss seeing the guys run down the field and trying to knock somebody's head off. I understand safety, but I mean the field position is still about the same. They starting out about the 25, 26, no
Yeah.
matter what. So
Yep.
I don't see what other than safety. It wasn't much there for me.
So we saw a kicker that kicked the ball in the end zone, and they got the ball in the 30. So that was pretty interesting
Yeah.
to start off like that. You saw a couple flags from both sides of the teams, either jumping off the line too early or starting to run too early.
Right.
To me, I feel like really there was nothing about it. The only highlight I would say what I just said right now is that he kicked the ball in the end zone and put the ball in 30. That's the only thing. What about you, Jay?
What I did see from the kickoff, there was one kickoff for the Texans. The Texans kicked the ball off, and all they've been talking about this offseason was the safety part.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Texans player who was obviously concussed after that kickoff, and he was on the ground, and they cut away from it so quick. I wonder, was that a note from the league to, hey, anything? This is just a trial, but the guy came and he was almost pushed into the returner, and he hit the returner, bounced up, and he was just down, and they went straight to commercial. I like seeing it. I just like seeing the ball in players' hands. It did look a little more physical than I thought it was going to look. Those were some high speed impacts. I don't care how far they get to run up. These are some of the best athletes in the world, and the returner is at full speed. So if the returner is at full speed, somebody's gonna get hit hard. I liked it. If I actually look forward to it, so that's good enough for me. I didn't turn away from it. I watched everyone that they had.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I just gotta watch more and more games with it, man. Like plus like that game wasn't fully played as well. Got canceled out by towards the end of the third quarter. Yeah. So yeah, we gotta see more of it really.
Which was good. I mean, there's only so much Hall of Fame game you should be watching. Let's go to some news, notes, some battles in camp. First off, let's talk about Justin Fields versus Russell Wilson, QB1 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the world famous Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, so far Justin Jefferson has been reported to be going crazy in camp, like looking like maybe a whole new player compared to how he did in Chicago. He's making decisive reads better than he was previously, reportedly. The problem is they promised Russell Wilson that spot whenever they brought him in. They promised him he'll be quarterback one. I'm seeing Pittsburgh people in the air. They want somebody dynamic, at least to start out with.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Russell Wilson may not be everybody's favorite quarterback right now.
Yeah.
What are y'all thinking in regards to the battle of who, if Justin Fields shows you something, will he be QB1 or is it already locked up?
To me, I feel like it's still up for grabs. I feel with those two right there, Wilson coming out from the Broncos, it was already a kind of weird situation, with his head coach now, not too fond of him, and now he has a new start right there, and it looks like he got more leaner. With Pittsburgh, he put some muscle in, got leaner, could put some muscle. I don't know too much what's going on over there, Jerron, at Pittsburgh, but at this point, I feel like I think I would take Russell first before I would take Fields.
Yeah.
DC?
I trust the Steelers organization to get this right, but I'm gonna go with Fields, and I think the locker room is gonna be leaning towards that way with Fields.
Yeah.
See, now you have Arthur Smith in a position that he can thrive in, not head coach, OC. Because I've watched him firsthand what he did with Tannehill.
Yeah.
And if he can do it with Tannehill, people forget Tannehill was a receiver that turned into quarterback.
Yeah.
So I think with Arthur Smith there and the two-headed running backs they got, I think he can protect them pretty good. He got enough weapons with receiver and tight end. I think Arthur Smith can hide a lot of those flaws that other guys couldn't do. So go with the young guy. Just go with the young guy right now. Make up your mind and don't even look back. I mean, like you say, they promised Russ when he came in. But hey, you traded for Fields. You didn't give up much for him, but you still traded for him, which means you had some interest in him. But I think Arthur Smith's going to be world of a difference in that offense for him. Yeah.
I mean, overall, I want to ask the table this question. So, I mean, who's a better pocket passer, Russell or Fields?
It's probably going to be Russell.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be Russell.
But Russell can run the ball, not as he could maybe like 5 years ago. But I feel like Russell is more a safety blanket than Fields. Now, Fields got the ick factor. Don't get me wrong, man. Man, like inside the red zone, oh, absolutely, man. Take Fields. But man, to get to the red zone, I think Wilson has the better opportunity to lead the team there than Fields.
That's the key. How creative are they going to get, and how willing is Russell Wilson going to be to come off the field first and 10 on the 10-yard line?
Yeah.
Is Russell going to have a hissy fit, or is he going to be like, okay, Justin, you get your reps in red zone while I just move the ball? That can't feel too great.
Yeah.
I would like to see how their meetings are, their plans for this. There was one shot where they were saying that Fields was returning kicks. Like, I don't think that was going to happen. That was early in preseason, but I just think it's interesting how the team may rally around Justin Fields, but they might be stuck with Russell Wilson.
Yes.
Who it was a calf strain or something like that. He should be back.
And the thing about it, Fields bring the threat.
Yeah.
When you're on the field, it changes what you have to do defensively, what your looks and your personnel that you have to use defensively. So, like I say, I trust the Steelers to do the right thing. They're gonna do. And then the thing about them, see, they're one of the few organizations that's aligned from the top all the way through the head coach.
Yeah.
If Tomlin say something, everybody above him normally they're gonna back him and say, "Okay, I trust in you to make the right decision." So I think he'll make it. They'll go through the whole preseason and everything, and he'll probably call George Pickens in office and say, "Which one of these guys you like throwing you the ball the best? Which one you think throw a better ball?" And he'll gonna definitely have a say in it. George Pickens, I'm for sure. So, but they're gonna make the right decision.
That's another thing. I don't know about that Pickens cat. I don't know. I don't know if he's a Steeler. I think he's.
We better find out.
I don't know if he's gonna be a Steeler long term. That dude right there is a live wire. He's arguing with coaches on the sideline and stuff. Yeah. Speaking of wide receivers, talk about this wide receiver market. Spotrac just tweeted out wide receivers with the average salary of $20 million or more. In 2021, there are 3. In 2024, there's 21 receivers averaging $20 million.
That it?
Wow. My goodness.
Man, 20 million. 21 receivers that again paid over 20 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Holy
And it's just gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
And Lamb and Chase ain't got theirs.
No.
God,
It's ridiculous. This summer has been wide receiver
oh my goodness.
wide receiver boom.
Yeah.
Two wide receivers we can talk about real quick. It was interesting to see that the number one. First of all, did you see the number one player on the NFL's top 100?
I seen it.
You saw it?
I saw that. Yep.
A wide receiver was number one, and that wide receiver was Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
First off, what did you think about how that ended up with Tyreek Hill number one, Lamar Jackson?
Like 5, wasn't he?
Oh no, I think Lamar Jackson was 2, and then
McCaffrey?
Yeah. And then
Mahomes was like 4.
Mahomes was 4. Mahomes was after Lamar.
The guy that just won the Super Bowl.
Yep. What do you think about Tyreek being number one player in the league?
I guess they just based that on results from last year. That's the only thing I can think of. Because you're still not going to tell me he's better than Justin Jefferson.
Really?
I'm not going to believe that Tyreek is better than Jefferson. Because I like Jefferson because when the field shrinks and you ain't got that much open space, that's the guy I'm going to want somebody like that. When you get within inside the 10 and the 5-yard line, I need that guy to go up and get it. That's when I'm gonna get him. And of course, you can use him all the way down the field. But I think Jefferson's still the best in the league.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting Tyreek to be number one.
Right.
That right there kind of surprised me. It just, I don't know, man. Like, you also got to think about, him as a player. Yeah, he did some great numbers, but it wasn't. Especially toward the end, it wasn't consistent, In the beginning of the season, oh, man. Whoever had him in fantasy, man, they would have killing it, Like, he was putting crazy-ass numbers. Just towards the end of the season, man, like, the Dolphins just, as a team, wasn't looking as great, And, it doesn't help that you need a quarterback to look good as well. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. Top 10, for sure, yeah. But number one, But
of course, Mahomes should be one every year.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's like when Jordan was in the league.
Yeah.
He should have been MVP every year.
Yeah.
They're just gonna give it to somebody else every once in a while.
like so I got the list right here. So I'm gonna give you the top 5. You want the top 5 or you want the top 10?
Go with the 10.
All right, 10. All right, 10. We have Max Crosby from the Raiders, and then you got Travis Kelce from the Chiefs, T.J. Watt from the Steelers. You got Trent Williams from the 49ers. You got Chris Jones from the Chiefs. You got Myles Garrett from the Browns. Mahomes from the Chiefs. Christian McCaffrey from the Niners. And then Lamar Jackson from the Ravens. And then your number one, of course, Tyreek Hill. I don't know, man. I would have put freaking McCaffrey at 1.
Yeah, McCaffrey,
Yeah.
and then Lamar Jackson, being 2,
Yeah.
the MVP. Sure.
Yeah.
I believe this is always done before the playoffs start.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Like in the playoffs, it'll always be Mahomes number 1.
Yeah.
But during the season, they put Lamar Jackson, who was 70th last year. It says. All the way up to 2. Tyreek was 6 last year, all the way up to 1. He was the first wide receiver ever to be the number 1 player in the league voted, which is interesting. And along with that comes a deal. Not a new deal. He didn't get a whole bunch of money. He just he just got more guaranteed money. let me see. No New Year's. They just bumped up his total guarantee to $106.5 million.
Keeps him quiet. They keep
Yes.
him quiet for now. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I thought he was the guy that said this is his last contract.
Yeah.
And after this, he going to ride off into the sunset. Now you see when these guys starting to get paid, he be like, he going to stick around a little while longer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So 106 guaranteed. Yeah, that's just to stay quiet. What's Waddle looking like contract wise? Did
He
he
just
get
got
a new-
here. He just
He
got
just
here.
got
He
news?
got one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just got one.
Okay,
just
so
got one.
those are some pretty big contracts.
Him and Devontae got there about the same time.
Yeah.
Now, the next wide receiver we could talk about, Brandon Ayuk.
Mm.
For the longest, everybody in San Francisco said, "No, he's not going nowhere. He's not going." There's reporters come out steadfast that he's not going nowhere. Now it looks like either the relationship between the team changed or something, because now it's coming up that there's a chance, higher chance that he's getting traded.
And plus, he wasn't invited to McCaffrey's wedding neither.
Oh, that's man. So with
my bad, threw you off, man.
so with Ayuk, first question is, would you pay him the amount that he wants, which is most likely over $30 million a year?
Mm. Okay.
So think about his role in the team in the scheme. So, what do you think, Fredo?
All right, I'm the GM now. Okay, you
Yeah.
so you're the player and you coming out to me on this, but all right, I got also realize I got dogs in my team that are getting paid. Now, I'm the 49ers. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give you a deal, and I wouldn't because I'm already got my money somewhere else.
Yep.
See, the problem the 49ers have is that they have too many good players in the roster. Now, let's say he's in another team that doesn't have that many dogs in the team that are getting all that bag. I would pay him that $30 million. I would. But if I'm the 49ers, I'm not. I can't, because you got Debo, you got Bosa.
Yeah. Trent Williams holding out.
Trent Williams.
Right?
Yeah.
Trent Williams.
And then you got to worry about your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to pay him, And that's something else that I kind of jokingly did off camera, that scenarios, how much he would get paid. And so I wouldn't even think about it. I'll just trade him up and get hopefully a first round out of him.
Yeah. That's
DC?
all you gonna, I don't think I would pay him either, man. I'm trying to think back of his previous years, but has he always been this good, or was
No.
this was just a year for him?
Just a year. The right year. Contract year.
The contract year, because hell, if I'm them, you might as well go ahead and move him now. Go ahead and move him.
Well, the value's still hot.
Yeah, well, you still got it, because Purdy's trying to get $60 million, guys. When this season over, he gonna get, because he on a 4-year deal. They got to do something after this year.
Yeah.
And he gonna get 60.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if these other guys are getting 55, and this guy that made NFC Championship appearance, Super Bowl appearance, you can't give two of them that kind of money. Then when he come up to the table, no, we're gonna give you 53, but no, he going to 62.
The first year we thought it was all a joke. I was like, oh, it's a system, But he did it again this following season, man.
See, that's another thing. The players playing for the 49ers is a curse and a blessing.
Yeah.
The offense is all Shanahan. You put up big numbers there, but that's Shanahan's offense.
Yeah.
So now when it's time to get paid, they be like, you only did that because you were in Shanahan's offense, and that may affect the offers you get from other teams. They're like, can he do that in my offense? Can he do this? But that's the problem with the 49ers, man. Except for McCaffrey, you see as a running back, he can get here. He was getting here in Carolina.
Yep.
But with him, it's gonna be like, I think that's Shanahan scheming him up, man. So I don't want to take the chance to give him that type of money, man. What do you think, Jay?
Just 30 minutes ago, Brandon Ayuk more likely to be traded than sign an extension with the 49ers. No trade in place right now. Me, you can't just let he was an All-Pro. It's hard to let an All-Pro.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
leave your building, and for him, I think he's being a little greedy.
Yes.
I think he's being a little. Make sure I get my money now, because Debo next year, do you know how much he's making? Under $17 million next year, with no guarantees.
Yeah.
So if you're the 49ers, you kind of want to take care of Debo. Debo, blood, sweat, tears. I watched the receiver documentary. That Debo is important to these cats, and you can't get somebody to replicate what he did.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get somebody to develop into the Ayuk role, maybe 70% of them, but like you said, Trent, Bosa,
McCaffrey,
Debo again. You can give him Kittle. Does so much for you. Then you got on the defense. We ain't even talking about deeper defense.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to kill your defensive stats. So get something for him. What do you think would be a good landing spot for Mr. Ayuk?
It depends on if he's going for the money. If I'm the Raiders, I'm calling myself, send you Devontae Adams for him.
Ooh.
And then you get your money that way.
Please don't.
And then next year, the Raiders make a run for their quarterback.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then the 49ers, they get Devontae for the last year or two, whatever he got left on that deal.
Yeah.
In the smoke with the Commanders. What about, would you trade McLaurin straight up?
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin for him. If he wants to go play with Jaden Daniels that bad, if you're the Commanders, would you do that?
I think they would.
Yeah.
And that's probably the place that he would demand to go, just because how he's been moving this offseason, how him and Daniels have been in a lovey-dovey relationship.
Yeah. Bromance.
Bromance. That's the word, bromance online. But Pittsburgh, I would, if I'm Pittsburgh, I'm doing something to get him as a number 2.
Yeah.
Because Pickens still young, still cheap.
Still on the rookie.
But you got Jefferson as your 2.
Yeah.
Nothing against that brother, but Ayuk all pro. And if you really want this Russell Wilson Fields thing to work, get him another weapon.
That would shake things up in that division for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I know the defense is gonna be legit, but then when you get another receiver like that,
yeah,
it's gonna be formidable.
I would say Panthers.
Carolina?
Yeah, I'll say Panthers.
Send him there to die.
No, I mean, like Bryce Young needs a weapon out there, man.
Yeah.
Right now they don't have anyone proven over there. You see, he's gonna die. Bryce Young's is gonna die over there if no one sends him some help. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. What else, Jay?
We can go on to another segment. I had the idea. Preseason coming up. Everybody's gunning. Everybody's ready. Everything's beautiful right now. We are fans of the Titans, the Texans, and the Cowboys. I just want to go around the table. Give me 2-3 things that you're looking forward to seeing this preseason and training camp. Not this could be camp observations plus preseason game observations. Who wants to?
I can go.
Kraft, what you got?
The first thing is I want to see what Devontae Sweat's going to look like, because that's going to be huge for the Titans. We're really weak at middle linebacker. We drafted Cedric Gray, a rookie out of North Carolina. He just ain't been moving the way they really want him to yet through the practices. And of course, they've been shoring up the back end for the secondary, but the key to us is going to definitely be the defensive line. And now with Arden Key going to be missing the first 6 games or whatever, it's going to be imperative, man, that TeAndre Sweat stays healthy and stays within the scheme, man. But to keep those guys off those linebackers, because like I say, that's going to be a weak spot for us in the middle linebacker area. I'm waiting to see what Snead's going to look like. He hadn't practiced yet. He shows up, but he's just mental reps for him right now.
Yeah.
What was the problem with him?
He just soreness, tightness. He don't really no injury, but he just out there every day. And now you picked up Diggs and you picked up Adams. I don't know where those guys are really gonna fit in, because we still got Roger McCreary on one side, and of course you got the other guy we just picked up a few years ago. I can't think of his name, but I think the secondary is gonna be fine. My biggest issue is going to be the middle linebackers, and I'm also ready to see what the offense look like. With Spears and Levis. But when people hear Jerry Jones say he's all in, the Titans are all in a different way, because that's why they went out and made all these moves. They have to find out right now what they got in Will Levis. Because if they don't think he's the guy, they'll be drafting another quarterback next year. He's a second rounder. You only get 4 years with him. So they must go out and take care of put the best players around him to see if he's any good.
Yeah.
And now with D-Hop going down 4 to 6 weeks, they said ain't no surgery needed, but
He's
we're
up
going
there
to
in
definitely
age.
be needing another receiver before you know it.
Yeah.
But
So,
that's what I'm looking for.
So you got Boyd,
Mm-hmm.
Ridley,
Mm-hmm.
the young cat y'all got.
Yeah.
What's it? Big.
Number 16.
Yeah.
One they replaced for A.J. Brown.
Yeah, but is it camp? What's it called? Are they they're saying that Will Levis is looking really
Yeah, that's what they're
looking
saying.
really good. Is
That's
it
what they're
camp
saying.
hype or
Yeah,
is
I
it?
think it's camp hype because, man, like I say, you don't know till the bullets start flying.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody looks good in them shorts.
Because
But
your
yeah,
teammates ain't allowed to give you that much
they
credit.
they say Ridley's looking real good.
Okay.
Remember Calvin Ridley say he's looking real good. So.
Okay.
But we'll find out here real soon.
Yeah.
For sure.
How about you, Jay? So how you feeling about your Cowboys?
It is a weird training camp for the Cowboys.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So on the social medias, I've been seeing that training camp in California,
Yeah.
Oxford, right?
Oxnard.
Oxnard is pretty empty, man. What's up
Yes.
with that, man? Like, you think it's time for the Cowboys to come back to Texas and do training camp?
No, that's not it.
No? What's going
this
on,
is
man?
a turbulent off season. You've got so many questions. You've got no movement on contracts. You've got talent leaving the building, and you've got a lame duck coach.
It sounds like the Cowboys are doing what the Texans did
Maybe.
a year or two ago,
And
man.
I think it's just turning fans off.
It is.
There's not a excitement about this season. You go 12-5, 3 years in a row, first round exit, and it's like, how do we take the next step? So they showed a picture of the first padded practice 1 year apart, last year to this year, and it looked crazy. It looked like a high school game compared to last year's stands. And I would like to see the reporters really give hardball questions to Jerry Jones about that, just how the fans are feeling. Why can't we get these things done like a normal program? But that is what it is. They say on the weekends, attendance goes back up.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna report about those things. Yeah. But it's been kind of turbulent and it's been kind of stressful if you are looking forward to having fun this season as a Cowboys fan, because we have no idea where the quarterback is going to end up. I believe CeeDee's going to be here, but
then Parsons,
it's like he's sitting out all this time. The first practice he comes back, he tears a hamstring or something. It's like, all right, so now we're down to Brandon Cooks and backups. So it's just turbulent. But what I'm looking forward to seeing this preseason from the games really is Trey Lance. What's your development like? You've been getting all this pub. We're getting camp videos from him. He did have the worst interception I've ever seen. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I saw that.
Where he threw it right to the dude.
That dude was
like he looked at him.
He was like, "Oh, you threw it to me?"
Yes,
Oh,
it was basically
man.
it was like the water boy when he threw it.
Yes.
He was under pressure. He just threw it straight to him, and he was like, "Oh, okay, what do I do with
thanks.
this?" They say, "Run!" But it's a make or break season.
Yeah, man.
Make or break preseason actually, because he's fighting for the second spot. If he doesn't get the second spot, he's up for a contract.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna give him a contract if he can't beat out Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
They're saying he's still slow to process. Yeah. He has been aggressive downfield and up and down accuracy wise.
Yeah.
I want to see how he goes into the games where he's gonna get majority of the reps. Dak isn't gonna play much, so he's my first one. Number 2, defensive change under Mike Zimmer. Same philosophy, but they get to it in different ways. Quinn, mostly man-to-man, send 4, and you got dogs up front. with Zimmer, he crowds the line and he uses his linebackers as blitzers a lot. Also, I can't wait to see how that helps our linebacker core, who are slimmer, fast, athletic cats. Can't wait to see the rookie Leofau, who was almost like a third down rusher for the Fighting Irish, and just to see how they pressure. It's a different philosophy. Quinn wanted turnovers. He wanted either a big gain or he wanted a turnover, negative play. I think with Zimmer, he's gonna want to just keep everything in front of him, confuse everybody, confuse all the quarterbacks you have. They may throw the ball in the dirt. They may get rid of the ball. For him, that's a win. For Quinn, he wanted the ball to be going to the house. And then after that, the reports are they're getting into 2 running back sets more with the fullback. Multiple tight end sets. We have a really talented tight end room. It's pretty stacked. We got a second rounder. We got multiple undrafted tight ends that are looking very good in camp. So I think we're going old school West Coast. We're going to 2 tight ends, fullback. You're going to see 2 backs in the backfield. You're going to see 1 receiver out wide, which will be CD. And then because we don't have the talent to go deep into receiver, we don't have the 11 personnel talent that we used to have. So I think they're going to go old school, try to run it better, and move the ball that way.
Yeah.
So other than that, maybe the center position, Brock Hoffman versus Cooper Beebe. I can't wait to see Cooper Beebe used in which was our third round pick. Yeah, used in the actual games. So that's what I got for Cowboys.
Okay. All right. Let me jump onto the Texans real quick, man. So with the Texans, what I'm hoping is that how's the defense going to look like this year? Where's the defense going to be ranked? Within mid-season. So that's one of my questions right there. And also, if I had to point a weak spot within our defense, the beginning to see, the beginning of this whole new season, I would say it'd be secondary. But I'm hearing that Lassiter is making a big improvement out there. With the pads on, he's a whole different type of ball player. So he's showing a lot over there that they're saying that he's going to be the number 2 corner now. So
yeah, I seen that today too.
Yeah. So they're saying that he's making that big jump already, and so he's pushing out Desmond King for that number 2 spot, man. So that was something I was very concerned of last year, because last year, man, our secondary wasn't that great. Mind you, it was kind of banged up as well because we had Ward banged up. So we'll see what's up with that. And now, if I had to pin out one thing that I'm concerned from the offense, it'd be the offensive line. Offensive line last year, man, everybody was on rotation except for one player, which was Mason, I believe.
Shaq Mason.
Yeah, he was the only one that was the starter from the beginning to the end. He was the only one. And the rest of them, man, you had second stringers, third stringers, and some of them was off the streets, from other practice squads. So my question is, can the offensive line play a full season together?
Right.
So that's one of my concerns for the Texans coming up this season from the offensive side. Special teams, man. So with this whole new rules that we got going on, can the special teams actually make an impact down the field, giving good position for the offense? Now, can they? Who knows? That right there, like we just talked about in the previous segment, I don't know how we're going to feel about that. Jay thinks that it's going to be nothing but concusses.
Yeah, it's going to be some concussions.
So hopefully, because now we have wide receivers and running backs out there returning punts. So we're going to see how all that pans out. And I would like to make one predicament for the Texans. J.J. Watt comes back mid-October.
What? Whoa.
To do what?
Play.
Uh-oh.
You heard it here first.
So two things. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna help at all. He's not in that shape anymore.
no, he's in shape.
And then second thing,
Man,
that would be the worst look that would be the worst look I've seen.
We need
ever.
70% JJ Watt. I'll take 70% any day. Man.
Oh no.
But outside of your wide receiver room, your best room is your defensive line room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't.
Yeah.
Y'all don't need no help there.
Hey,
If anything, they need him now while Autry's suspended. Not
6
not
games.
not later. But that would be a terrible look.
Yeah.
If I'm a fan of the didn't he choose to leave?
yeah.
He chose to leave.
because we didn't have a team.
Okay, so your wife leaves you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you're looking down, you're hurting, you're
Yeah, but
struggling.
he's not sleeping on the team.
You're
man.
struggling. Your
They're
wife
paying him.
leaves you, and then stuff starts working out. Stuff starts looking good.
telling
You get
you,
some
man.
other people to
Yeah,
give you
laugh
some
at me
life,
now.
and now your wife comes back.
Laugh at me now. I'm telling you, man. He's gonna come back.
That's a terrible look.
Mm.
I really you go digging hard, JJ Watt.
Yep. hey, he wants a ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
man.
wants a ring. Come on now. I mean,
can't.
all the hype going on with the Texans, you know,
But
all this praise that we get, all this
I
attention.
could see him being so negative towards that too, because the hype is going to the quarterback.
It's a team, man. It's
The-
a team.
The hype is going to the quarterback,
You
and
got
they're
Diggs, you
excited
got
about the
Bell,
young
you got it.
talent. You get this old veteran to come take shine off of some of the young cats. It's just bad dynamic. It's bad locker room dynamic. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I'm just trying to get some good takes right here,
There
man.
you go, Frank.
Yep. All right, Jerome, what else you got, man? Everything I'm saying, Jerome wants to put me down.
No.
Jesus, man. Only because your team ain't looking so good right now. Don't mean you have to think my team is going to look bad.
I didn't say your team's gonna look bad.
No, we got, absolutely, man. We got a big old bullet.
It is fun
But,
to.
Jay, you got to understand, 2 years ago, I was right here miserable.
Well, yeah,
I was miserable.
yeah.
You know, and this year I was considering even buying season tickets. The only reason why I didn't is because I'm a 300-pound man and I need leg room.
Right.
Only because didn't have our season, the 500s. That's why I didn't get them. But I wasn't gonna go in the first level, club level. I ain't got money like that, you know. But yeah,
Well-
and I'm jumping back in as well.
So you, what part are you looking forward to see what that offense look like this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited how this offense is going to look like, you know, because now with the whole Mixon and then you also got Pierce, Damian Pierce. I wonder how that's going to work out, really. And then everything with the freaking receiving room that we got.
Mhm.
I wonder how CJ Stroud's going to pass out the rock
Yes.
to who.
That's what I'm waiting to see. Yeah.
That's
you
the
know?
one.
But look,
Mhm.
I really don't think there's going to be an issue as people think that Stephon Diggs is going to throw a fit. I really is not going to think it's an issue. I think as long as we're winning, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be all right.
But the whole problem with that, Fredo, he's in the contract year. And you see what they giving receivers now? You think he going to want a piece of that by the time the year is over with?
we did him a favor. I was like, hey, man, just worry about this 1 year. That's it. I mean, you're going to ball. Like, we know he is. He's going to get paid. It may not be with us, but he's going to get paid. Shit. There's another team over there in Dallas that might need a second number 2 receiver.
Maybe
You know what is the money for a number 2 receiver? He going to want wide receiver 1 money.
I think he's going to find himself hurting if he thinks he is what he used to be. The
Yeah.
move to Houston alone should tell you
Mhm.
you ain't as wanted as you think you are.
Yeah.
And right now you're the number 2.
Mhm.
Yep. Even I said that.
You're the number 2B maybe,
Mhm.
because the kid Tank Dell
Tank Dell.
went crazy when it was limited snaps.
If he didn't get hurt,
If he-
imagine
right.
what would have happened.
Nico Collins wouldn't have been Nico Collins.
But Nico still balled though, man.
He balled, but he really went off when Tank went down.
Yeah, he did.
It
He
was
did.
it was 50-50.
Yeah. He
like
did.
it was 50-50. Then Tank went down. Then he went.
Yeah, he should get
stepped up.
checks every week too.
And then you should got to think,
Yeah.
and also you got to think
He
about
wouldn't have
Schultz.
them
You,
numbers.
you got to also think about Schultz. Schultz in the second half of the season last year, he balled out as well. But now, like, man, look, I think Schultz not even going to get 700 yards.
No, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be so hard in that offense. Who gets the ball?
I think he does. I think
Who
one-
Schultz?
yes.
Yeah.
One of them receivers is going to be pissed off because
That's a good problem, man.
The tight end is vital to the offense.
To the offense, yeah.
If you look at every offense that is ran like this, even in
Well, San Francisco,
San
Kittle?
Francisco, L.A., the Higbee.
Yeah.
That's
Minnesota.
why. That's why we know who the tight end is because in that offense, the tight end is important.
Yep.
So he's going to get his. One of these receivers is going to be that. There's just reason why the Rams only have Puka and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it was Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
There's no 3 wide receiver set
Right.
that somebody's got to come off the field.
Yeah.
And who are you taking off the field?
Yeah.
That answer the question, Fredo. 2 wide receiver set
Yes.
with Schultz.
Yes.
Who's coming off the field?
Tank Dell.
Oh no. Ooh.
You just asked me that,
No.
man.
Yeah. No, I like it.
I'm the coach. I got my hat on. Who I'm taking out? Tank Dell.
Kraft, who you taking out?
This is a
If
good
it wasn't
problem.
for Nico's size, I would say Nico would come off. But man, I can't take Tank off the field. The threat is there, man. I don't think he damn near can't be covered.
Right.
He really can't.
Yeah.
So, God, dog.
Say it.
Diggs.
Say it. I'm taking.
Hey,
I'm with you.
Diggs, man,
I'm
Diggs.
Diggs Diggs off too, and
Look.
Diggs gonna be.
Yep.
Look,
the only reason why I picked Tank to get off the field is just because I still gotta respect Diggs' experience and route running still in the field. I still gotta respect that. Until otherwise, I'm proving that, hey, maybe in this offense he ain't the man. But then again, this is just my preseason,
right.
pick right now. So like I'll take Tank out.
Yeah, because somebody's snaps is gonna get cut way back
Yeah.
from what they used to. Like
Yeah.
I say, there ain't very many 3 receiver sets.
Yeah. This will be a problem for fantasy football. Which
Yes.
which Texan receiver you're gonna take?
Oh, it's Nico.
So we're gonna see. But life is good. Though.
I know
Life
it
is good.
I
Yeah.
know it is, Fredo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I know it is, man.
So what else? What else do we see from this upcoming season in the NFL, gentlemen?
If we go league wide, I really want to see what the Eagles look like.
Man, did y'all see
I
that
can't wait to see what they look
the
like.
Eagles training camp inside the stadium was like 40,000 people?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
The stadium, they hold, I guess, a day in training camp inside the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
40,000 people showed up.
What I'm looking for is actually the damn Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Yes,
The Indianapolis Colts,
that's
man.
the answer there.
Of course you get happy.
Shane Steichen, I'm finna see if he gonna take that next step with Anthony Richardson, man, because this could be a problem. This could be a major problem going forward.
Yeah.
If he do with Richardson what he was able to do with Hurts,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a problem for our whole division, man. And man, that maybe and part of it, enough thinking about the Colts, and part of the reason the Texans got the fame they are because the running back didn't catch the damn ball.
Nope.
It wouldn't even been in the playoffs.
Nope.
And I think about that a lot. Like, man, what if they wouldn't? How much more hype would it been if that running back just caught that damn ball?
Yeah.
How would the season look for both teams? But I'm looking forward to what Anthony Richardson is going to look like this year, and him and AD Mitchell. It's going, man. I don't know, Steichen, man. If he pull this off, it's going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble.
But he
man.
won't. He won't.
They have underrated weapons there.
Mm-hmm.
They really do. Like, who's the other kid? Josh
Downs.
Josh Downs. He's their tank.
Mm-hmm.
Then they've got underrated weapons. And I second on the hype train. Well, the hype train number 1 is the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never seen the NFL cover the Texans this much. Their social medias everything.
It's nice.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
I think a close second would be the Colts.
Yeah.
The way they're posting Richardson, carving up the defense. The defense just might be trash.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always a possibility. But right now they're showing 80, like you said.
Yeah.
They're showing Josh Downs killing people, and then Michael Pittman.
Still got Pittman.
Still, and he's quiet. He's one of them quiet. I'll show you in the field type cats. So that's a
Man, week
really
one's
good
gonna be
answer.
nice, man.
So y'all got week one, right?
That's what we got. Week one.
Yeah.
In Indy.
In Indy.
In Indy. Man, that's what we got.
That is going to be a really nice matchup. That's a really good answer. Fredo, what about you?
Overall, I want to see what's going to happen in Cleveland. Want to see what's going on over there. This is the last year right here, man. This is be the year that that Deshaun Watson really has got the chance to prove to himself and see what's going to happen. Was that money really worth it? So far, I think pretty much everybody in this table will agree with me that that was the worst move ever. As of right now, I don't know if y'all fully agree with me on that one, but I want to see what the Cleveland Browns is going to be about. If I had to pick another team, what they're going to do, man, like to me, Jerron, you know who's the team I think is getting too much hype, but it just because the location where they're at and the quarterback they got is the Jets.
The Jets.
You know, like a lot of people say that, you know, the NFC East is going to go through them.
Well, the AFC.
Yeah, the AFC
Right.
East. I'm sorry. The AFC East is going to go through them. I don't know, man. Like, I still think the Bills could be more of a competition, and also the Dolphins. I don't know about that, man. I think that's another team I think is getting too much hype.
The Bills are going to be an interesting team for me also because now Josh Allen is in the same position that Lamar was in for so many years. You know, Lamar ain't got no receiver, so now his number one is gone. I want to see what his numbers are going to look like, man.
And half his defense is gone.
Yes. I want to see what that team is going to. A lot of people still picking them to be in the mix at the end, but as far as the division, but I want to see what he looks like without that number one receiver. Who's going to be the one that step up and become that number one receiver for the Bills?
Kincaid.
Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel. Oh, yeah. Man, I forgot he went to the Bills.
Yeah.
Man, since we're going around the horn, the Bills one is really interesting. I want to see what it might just be my division, but Washington.
Yeah.
You gonna have Cliff Kingsbury in this wide open, fast pace. Are they gonna make Jaden Daniels Black Jesus 2.0? With that's what they call RG3 in Washington. Is he gonna be shot out of the cannon, kind of like RG3 before the injuries? Yeah. I can't wait to see. I'm gonna be tuned into their preseason games, hoping we get a chance to see Jaden Daniels and see how he is with the bullets flying.
Yep.
Yeah, they were saying they were gonna let him play. At least one of them. He's gonna get some playing time in one of those games.
Yep.
So in another one, the Packers. He got paid big money for a 10-game stretch, basically. I'm waiting to see how this is gonna pan. Everybody say he got it. Everybody say he's got it, man. He's got a lot of young, decent receivers over there. And then they went out and got the running back. But I want to see how this is gonna work out with Green Bay, man. He got the Bills. So we're gonna see how this works out, man. If he's gonna be worth the money.
Well, you brought up his contract. Can you rank the highest paid quarterbacks? Let's rank them. Fredo, you also. Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa, and Jared Goff.
So we're gonna rank the contracts.
No,
So we're ranking them.
these are the highest
He
paid.
named them off.
Yeah.
Their contracts are astronomical. They're all within $2 million of each other annually.
Okay.
So
The only one that has been proven out of all this right here is Joe Burrow.
okay, so
Second,
okay,
I have to say would be Goff.
okay.
Okay. Third, be Tua.
Oh, you're gonna do it, huh?
Okay.
You're gonna do it, aren't you?
And then Love will be fourth. This bum ass Terrence Lawrence?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't get
Nope.
that one either.
I don't get that one, man. Nope. Nope.
They just
He
fall
was.
in line.
He hasn't been Terrence Lawrence since Clemson.
It's just amazing that that's the top 5 paid quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't nobody really got no skins but Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Jared Goff because of the system that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
But
Out of nowhere.
The actual quarterback, Joe Burrow. Wow.
So going forward, we're starting a team, new expansion team. What's your least top 5 you starting out with?
Burrow.
He's gonna be Burrow.
Burrow.
Burrow's
After
gonna be a
that,
freshman.
After that, like I'm gonna keep my list. Golf.
He's safety. He's safe play golf. I'll go golf.
Because he has Super Bowl experience as
And then
well.
the Love next.
mm,
Love was the third one on the list.
Yep.
I would go probably
Yep.
Love third.
then you got 2 and Trevor Lawrence.
Two
next.
and Trevor.
You gonna take
Trevor
the
Lawrence and Tua. I put Tua last.
Yeah.
Until that bastard showed me he could throw the ball in some cold weather, I just can't do it.
Well-
and guess what? Guess where they play? Where they play at Week 17? If the playoffs on the line, guess where they gonna be at?
Buffalo.
The dog pound, Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Their last game of the year is in Cleveland.
Oh,
I
windy.
hope it ain't for a playoff spot.
Man.
Right.
They got to show me they can play. in
But
cold weather
but
first,
Terrence
man.
Lawrence
Yeah.
can't throw a ball in warm weather or in another country. I'm just saying, man. Like
Yeah, that's
Terrence Lawrence ain't
that is wild.
worth all that, man.
So I know it's about time for Josh Allen to come back around
Yeah.
to get paid.
I just saw today they're thinking he was underpaid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He may not even be in the top 10 no more, I don't think.
Well, it all depends how it looks like this season, man. All depends.
It ain't going to matter, Fredo.
Mm.
It ain't going to matter. They going to pay him. You see, Trevor Lawrence got paid.
And
Yeah, shit.
the last thing I have is top 10 quarterbacks via the voted as on the players.
Mm-hmm.
So number 1 quarterback in the league, according to the players, is Lamar Jackson, of course. Talked about that. Patrick Mahomes is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen is 3. 4 would be Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Dak Prescott's number 5. 6 is C.J. Stroud. 7 is Brock Purdy. 8, Jordan Love. Tua will be number 9. And number 10 is Joe Burrow. 10.
They got some hate out there.
That's
They got some, how is that possible?
10
Well,
is,
No, he can't go no further than 4, 3 or 4. He
Yeah,
can't
well,
go no
right.
further than that.
Well, look, I think they're basing off the performance they did last year, and Burrow was kind of hurt, and I don't know, man. And what was
Had Lamar number 2?
number 1,
no, Lamar number 1.
but Mahomes is number 2.
Yeah.
What was
I guess this is the degree of difficulty for me.
Josh
But-
Allen at?
He's third.
Third.
Really?
Third.
Yeah.
That's pretty high. The one that surprised me was Purdy being so low.
Mm-hmm.
He just was in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Joe Burrow being low. Like
Yeah.
Joe Burrow being behind Jordan Love, who, let's be real, Jordan Love's second half of the season was
Right.
great. First half of the season, he was slipping around,
Yeah.
kind of like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was hurt the first half of the season. And then Jalen Hurts being 4. That's just he's just got to be popular because
Yeah.
there's no way
Yeah.
he outperformed Dak, who was second in MVP voting,
Yeah.
or CJ Stroud,
Mm-hmm.
rookie of the year.
So would you put Hurts at 7 and put Purdy at
I
5 and put Dak at 4
I
and put
move
CJ at 5?
I move everybody up 1.
Yeah.
Put Hurts right before Love. So after Brock Purdy, I would definitely put Hurts.
Gotcha.
My problem is with Lamar being 1. He would be about 4 for me. Lamar
4.
Jackson, yes, yeah. See, now we got to pay attention because we've got to start talking about Lamar like we talk about Dak. You see it in
Yeah.
the regular season. See, people they don't want to hear that though. See, same way the regular season. You see how many playoff wins you think Lamar Jackson got? I bet ain't no more than 1 or 2.
It's 2.
If that,
It's
check
2.
the record. It might not even be that many.
It has to be.
So
two.
we finna have to start putting him, like, if we're going to say this about Dak, not showing up in the play, you got to say the same thing about Lamar. At least when Josh Allen lost in the playoffs, he had a hell of a game against them. They lost with 13 seconds. Every time he played, they had to be played a hell of a game. Lamar shit the bed. You know, his number they didn't reflect it.
Yeah, man.
But when the big game rolls around, I can promise you, they not more than 1 or 2 games. And he got 2 MVPs.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
He's
but
2 or 4.
we giving Dak hell, but what he got maybe 2 wins.
Yeah, no,
But we skip right over Lamar.
Yeah.
Now he's got to be in that conversation until he shows us something different.
Do you see, man? You just dropped the bomb on us like this, man.
We gotta look at it. We can't just push it one way
Yeah, man.
and close the blind out the other way. We gotta check them out, man. Look at all of them. Yeah, it's like trail mix. You know, they picking out what they want out of it.
Exactly. Yep. Somebody gets the raisins. Somebody throws out the.
Oh yeah, we're finna see that again.
Yeah, man.
We're finna have another year. Can he do it?
Yep.
Get in the playoffs and disappear.
Yep.
Lackluster games, man.
Yeah. Gentlemen, man. You got anything else?
No, it feel good to be back.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's here, man. Boys, man, the football season's here. Preseason's coming up. We're going to have games on Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, man.
That's it.
So, yeah, man. So, go make your bets on Prize Picks.
Hey, man. Take the easy money where it's at, Fredo.
Yep. Take the under on everything.
Before the bookies catch up to you.
Yeah.
I might have to give that a try this year.
Cheat code right there, man. Cheat code. But yeah, man. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Let's wrap this episode real quick. Steven, let's wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in to the Shield Football Podcast. Like always, please hit that subscribe button. Please like this video and go ahead and share this as well on YouTube. And also, you catch us up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Those are our 3 main social medias right there. But please, man, before you go anywhere else, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Man, that right there is going to help elevate the channel as well, which would be much appreciated. Hit us up in the comments as well if you got any questions, man. We want to turn those down. There's no such thing as a dumb question, so go ahead. But from all of us in here, thank you for tuning in. See y'all next week. Later.
Peace.
Later. Alive!